Hey guys, so today I want to compare the Galaxy Grand 2 versus the Sony Xperia Z2 here a little bit in this video. So, of course, these devices are in different price ranges, but just because the Galaxy Grand is so big, I thought that this could be a fun little video to do here. The Galaxy Grand 2 is 5.25 inches in size, and that's fairly large. It's kind of like a mid-range device if you look at the price. Comparing here, I guess, the Xperia Z2, which of course is the latest Xperia Z device, which actually Sony, what they're doing is that they right now are releasing like 2 flagships each year, every like 6 months. So maybe we should get a Sony Xperia Z3 here in like 6 months again, like 5 or 4 months. But this one has, of course, more like a premium build feeling. It has like a glass front. They removed this kind of like shatter protection thing up at the top that you could scratch. So that is definitely a nice little thing. You can also see that the speakers here is down here and up here at the top, while it's at the back here. Up at the top here on the Galaxy Grand 2. The Galaxy Grand 2 has also kind of like a nice feel to it because it kind of features this leather back, which definitely makes the device feel kind of premium, but then again it has a very plasticky side on the sides, and that kind of makes it feel a little bit cheap, while this one kind of has some kind of aluminum frame or something. And full glass back as well. Now the good thing is that they put things like stand out a little bit, so it doesn't move around that much on the surface. They also made the design a little bit more slimmer compared to the Z1. So the Z2 here is definitely a nice little upgrade. If you look at the internals, of course, the Z2 here, it blows the Galaxy Grand out of the water with a 2.3 GHz quad-core processor, Qualcomm Snapdragon 801, which is the latest. This kind of thing that loads right now, it always loads such a long time. Sony really needs to fix that. You can kind of see Sony's UI here. They have some quick access, quick apps here, like a timer. If you want to do things like quick, set a timer, whatever, and then you can continue on doing things here. But it's pretty nice, I gotta say. It's pretty awesome. And also that they made the screen better than the Z1. It's the C1 compact screen, so viewing angles is great compared to earlier Sony phones. And this one, the big problem with this one, the Galaxy Grand here, is it flows good here. I mean, normal menus and stuff, but it only has a 1.2 GHz quad-core Cortex A7 processor with the Snapdragon 400 chipset. And as you could hear, Snapdragon 801 versus Snapdragon 400, it's going to be a big difference. You could see there a little bit of lag. You also run a earlier version of Android, even though both here have skins. I mean, TouchWiz, Sony's UI. This one has Android 4.3 versus Android 4.4 KitKat here on the Sony Xperia Z2. And we're also kind of like expecting to see a new variant, or maybe we would see some more information about the new version of Android coming in June when Google's going to hold their I/O events. So that can definitely be nice there. And you can kind of see here something that Samsung did better here when you go down here, is that you have a quick brightness slider and some quick toggles. Exactly what you want to see. Something I saw this is Sony and HTC is a little bit worse at. You can kind of see when I swipe down here, I only see the notification part. I don't have any quick settings. I have to tap there, and then they have made a shortcut to settings. But why is it called shortcut to settings? Why isn't just called settings? It's retarded. Obviously, you know, if it says settings, it's gonna take you to settings. Why don't they do the same then with like Wi-Fi, shortcut to Wi-Fi, shortcut to Bluetooth? It's retarded, and I always miss that one. But then again, I have to say that Sony did a better job at skinning their UI probably. It looks a little bit more modern here. Here kind of something with TouchWiz here, which looks a little bit perhaps old or something. And they can definitely do some nice improvements to that in the future. I think Samsung could. so that can definitely be something they can work on. You have here a multitasking button. You can close everything. You kind of had the same thing here with the Galaxy Grand 2. You just hold in there, and you can also go quick to this area where you can see download apps, active applications, your RAM usage, which could also be nice. But you have a quick close everything button. In terms of GPUs, I mean, we do have Adreno 305 GPU here and Adreno 330 GPU, so the Z2 definitely blows this one out of the water. But I have to say that many games that's not super heavy can actually run quite nice, of course, on the Galaxy Grand 2. But with these really heavy games like GTA games and like Asphalt games and such, even though Asphalt runs pretty nice on this device, but definitely like the GTA games is gonna run way better on the Sony Xperia Z2, so that can definitely be nice there to know. Of course, also the camera here blows the Grand 2 out of the water with a 20 megapixel camera, which takes great pictures. I mean, it's Sony. I think that they're doing stuff for Apple as well. Of course, also this phone is waterproof and dust resistant, which is making it even better, which is pretty hardcore actually, that it could be both water and dust proof, you know. I haven't tested some of those things, and that's kind of fun to do actually. You can kind of see here you have an 8 megapixel shooter here on the Grand 2, which is a nice camera. I mean, overall it's a nice camera, but it probably won't beat the Sony phone. This one also has a Galaxy S4 UI inside of the camera app, which could also be quite nice to know. It doesn't have the Galaxy S5 UI, but only the Galaxy S4 UI. So yeah, I just wanted to make this quick little overview here. Can definitely be some fun things to know. You can also see the menu here. I mean, both running Android, but different skins. But obviously we have a clear winner, but still fun to compare. So yeah, just quickly look here. And this one actually, this is pretty funny. Yeah, we do have like a 5.2-inch display on both these two devices. You have 25-inch display, Super AMOLED, or no, just some kind of TFT display on the Galaxy Grand 2 versus a pretty amazing, nice, also very bright display here on the Z2. But both have a 5.2-inch display, if I can recall. The Z2 display definitely is better here, both in terms of viewing angles and some other things, and it should be. So yeah, quick look.